What's up, everybody, and welcome to another flavorful episode of America's Best Restaurants. Right now, we are in Jennerstown, Pennsylvania, as I'm getting ready to check out the Coal Miners Diner. And owners Rodney and Eileen, they are so passionate about the quality of food that they put out that I know we're gonna have a really tasty episode today. So as always, let's go inside, have some fun, and of course, get to the eating. Chef, what you got coming?
I got our blackened salmon and shrimp pasta.
Ooh, that got my fat boy senses percolating. Come on, man, I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, first we'll throw the salmon on.
I see you got that salmon already nicely seasoned.
Yeah. Just some blackened seasoning on there.
Nice, nice. Some delicious blackened seasoning. I love the flavor that comes off of a good blackened salmon, as well as the little bit of heat that comes along with a good blackened seasoning. So that's gonna be really fun.
We got our Cajun Alfredo sauce.
Ooh,
right here.
Ooh,
We'll get that
Cajun
heating up.
Alfredo.
We got our penne noodles in here.
Nice, nice.
And then we can throw these on.
Put some more butter on that grill so we can get them shrimps on there.
Absolutely.
Shrimps on the barbie. Is that more Cajun seasoning just put on there?
No, that is just a mix of seasonings that we use
Nice.
on just about everything.
Awesome, okay. All right, that pasta's looking all good. Woo, put it in there. Honestly, I could eat that pasta right on its own. Like, I could just put my face in it. Then we get the added benefit of some shrimp and some delectable salmon. I love salmon, baby. There we go. Oh man, and that's looking lovely right there, sir. And the Parmesan cheese. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
There you go.
And this is it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh man, this is a thing of beauty. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. I'm diving right into this salmon. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna dive face first in the salmon. Looking delicious. It's about to get in my belly, baby. Chef Dylan, thank you so much for that, man.
You're welcome.
First off, I love the flavor also of the Alfredo sauce. Going with the noodles, and you add that Parmesan on top of it. That is a beautiful dish I would love to have anytime. I can see why people really love that here at the Coal Miners Diner. I really appreciate you, Chef Dylan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, now I'm gonna find myself a nice little quiet corner. I'm gonna nibble on this a little longer, and then I'm gonna sit down with Eileen and Rodney, and we're gonna talk about the wonderful history of this awesome restaurant. Both of you, kind of dealt with food in your own way before owning this place in 2019. How about you guys start with your stories? Because I know, Eileen, you've worked in restaurants previous to this, but Rodney, you didn't work necessarily in restaurants, but you had an unconventional way of being around food.
I have, yeah. I worked in agriculture basically all my life. And that's the raw end of the food, but I think that's the most critical portion of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, so how did your time with agriculture translate into owning the Coal Miner Diner?
One of the things that we did is we have a custom meat grower, and our meat here, our beef and steaks, they're all custom raised. And the thing I love about it is he uses no hormones.
Nice, nice. So that's going to be some good eating there, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Now, Eileen, run down to me, because I know you were kind of reluctant to take over this restaurant, but you've had, some vast experience, dealing with restaurants, which made you the perfect candidate to own this place.
I always just wanted like a small place, more like a bakery, cafe, coffee shop, I guess you could call it. But then I worked at Red Lobster and I managed at Subway, and yeah, I'm glad for both of those experiences, and it probably makes me feel more confident in doing things, but yeah, it's a far cry from my small little coffee shop, but we are where we are.
Now, speaking of the small coffee shop, it seems like you've still kind of integrated some of the concepts of a small coffee shop, because you also have the bakery part of the business. So how about you elaborate on that real quick?
I wanted to do first it started with desserts. And then I wanted to expand into the bakery, so I had to hire someone to help because it was too busy in the kitchen for me to get to the bakery. But we hired Susie Yonkin, and haven't looked back. She's amazing. Like, she just carries on my recipes. She knows what she's doing, and she's awesome with customers. So yeah, she's that perfect fit.
Okay, so people keep on telling me it's a Pennsylvania thing, but I'm from West Jersey, which means Pennsylvania was like right next to where I was at. So I'm guessing this is more of a Central PA thing. What are the name of those pastries that are sitting out there? Those little round-looking pastries. What are those?
Well, in Western Pennsylvania, it's gobs. In where I grew up, Eastern Pennsylvania, it's whoopie pies.
Yeah, whoopie pies. Yeah, I know whoopie pies. Oh.
They're the same thing. They are. And then people tell me, well, no, it's different types of icing. No, it's not. It's where you are. It's an area, it's an area
Thank
thing.
you so much for clearing that up for me, because yes, I know what a whoopie pie is.
I grew up my whole life, they were whoopie pies. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so now there's been an uncovered mystery here, because people have been telling me, because I was doing a Facebook Live, and people love your food here, but a lot of people were really big on the gobs here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is a gob?
Yeah.
And like they're describing this thing to me, and if they simply just said whoopie pie, I'd have been like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a whoopie pie.
I love that. Well, with such a focus on particularly God and country here at the restaurant, talk to me about how that has kind of shaped and molded, this business into the wonderful business that is today.
You find out there are a lot of God-loving patriots around here, and we have an amazing clientele that just, thick or thin, they're here, they come back. Through the coldest winter days, sometimes you think, oh, the blizzard's flying, we're not gonna have anybody. That door opens, here they come. So yeah, it carries us through.
So before I start smashing into this food, is there anything that you guys want America, good old USA, red, white, and blue, to know about this wonderful diner that you guys have here?
I believe it's home cooking. What a lot of true Americans enjoy. Just basic home cooking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I won't want to forget my servers and my chefs. They're amazing. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have this.
Absolutely.
So yes, come in and try us if you have never tried us. You might like it. You might come back. But yeah, thanks to all our great clients that we've had so far, and they continue to support us. So it's amazing, it really is.
We have so much delicious food. We have the best food in the world, and I'm so excited. Tell me what I'm looking at right here.
Looking at my homemade meatloaf dinner with mashed potatoes and green beans.
Woo! See, my favorite meal that my mom used to make, God rest her soul, was her meatloaf. So meatloaf has a very, very close place in my heart. So I can't wait to dig in this bad boy right here.
Good.
So let me dig in there right here. That's home cooking right there, baby. That tastes like that was made in my grandmom's oven. I love the flavors on it. First off, the gravy, absolutely impeccable. I love the gravy, like it complements this meatloaf perfectly. I mean, it doesn't overshadow the meatloaf, doesn't take over the flavor of the meatloaf, because the flavor of the meat, to your point, is absolutely impeccable. I love what you guys mixed inside the meatloaf. And then, like I said, this gravy, perfect complement to it.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna be able to do my job if I keep this meatloaf in front of my face. I'm just gonna keep on eating. So let me just move on to the burger. What are we looking at here, Rodney? Tell me about this burger.
Well, that's the custom raised beef that he has his friend raise for us, and then we get processed at the local plant, and yeah.
Nice. Oh, I know this is gonna be good. My mouth is watering. That is a great burger right there. First off, it's so tender. Like, I'm not getting any of those hard bristly parts. That's just something you get in like cheaper burgers.
Yeah.
And it's so flavorful as well. I mean, the way it just almost melts in my mouth when I bite into it. That burger patty is absolutely tremendous. I can see why burgers are really popular here at this restaurant. You guys just you got a new burger menu, right?
Yeah, we did a new one.
That is phenomenal. Thank you guys so much, man. Everything here tastes so delectable, especially, like you said, the beef, these beef dishes, like this meatloaf, that burger.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much for allowing America's Best Restaurants to highlight Coal Miners Diner. Well, I gotta tell you right now, we just had a really tasty time here at the Coal Miners Diner. One of the things that I really love the fact that Rodney and Eileen have such an eye for quality of food and meats, and everything was just so tasty. I love that meatloaf. Oh man, that salmon and shrimp pasta was just on point, and those burgers, thing of beauty, man. I gotta tell you, if you are ever in the area of Jennerstown, Pennsylvania, make sure you make your way on over to the Coal Miners Diner. Unfortunately, it's time for us to keep it pushing. So with that said, I'm Theo Williams for America's Best Restaurants. Hope to see you.